We just got this new power station, and it's rated 1200 watts. And it has a surge capacity, so I hooked it up to this refrigerator freezer combo. And right now the freezer part is running. I left the doors open for a while just to get it to kick in, so it's at 163 watts of utilization. And let's see, open the door. Here it went up to 190 watts for a little light bulb, and then it goes back down. Pause the video for a little bit. The wattage keeps going down. The compressor in the freezer is still running. It's just kind of waiting until it actually shuts off again, and then I'll show the meter again with how many watts it is. So we just got this from Prime Day, and it's the Steelite 1200 watt. We got an email from them that said to totally discharge it before you charge it. So don't plug the power into the wall and charge it up fully like you normally would. It's not going to hurt it, but it causes the battery voltage reading to be off, so it'll never look like it's fully charged apparently, unless you do it this way. I assume they'll do some kind of software update and fix that in later models. So far the only thing I thought was a little strange is it has DC power outputs right here, and there's just a simple on and off switch, and then it has same for USB on and off. But for the power, for the AC, you have to hold it for about 2 seconds, and then it'll come on. So I thought it was defective for a minute and had to read the directions about why you have to push that one for 2 seconds and the other ones you just push. And then same thing, has a little flashlight on the side here, and this one can't just push it, you have to hold it. And then if you push it again, it dims. Push it again, it strobes faster, and then goes off. Seems to, my guess, between 25-30 pounds from the weight of it. It's like it's a good dumbbell if you want to work out. So it's an extra add-on here. Also has this car charger port, and so we'll see. This was the main thing we wanted to get it for, is for backup for the refrigerator. We have a generator that will power about half the house, and it's only half the circuits, so we won't have air conditioning, but one of our refrigerators is on that and the other one isn't, so this gives us the ability to have both refrigerators safe for extended amount of time. And as you can see at this rate, it says it's only 62% charged, and it would still hold for another 3.7 hours, but don't necessarily expect that, because when it gets down to 20%, you may not have enough wattage to at least for it to start up again. You may not get the full 1200 watts. So when it's fully charged, your refrigerator doesn't run constantly, so you'll get even more time out of that. I'd expect at least a whole day, unless you're opening and closing it a lot, which in a power outage you shouldn't open it unless you absolutely have to. The wattage utilization's dropped a little bit more. Just heard it kind of click, the refrigerator that is, so I think it's getting pretty close to shutting down. It must be a variable speed compressor, so hopefully it'll be back up to the correct temperature. I had left both freezer doors open for about 2 minutes just to get it to kick on so I could test this out. It's been a few more minutes and it's dropped down to 141, but it's still running, so I'm going to keep monitoring it until the compressor shuts off. Down to 59%, but still shows 3.8 hours because it's using less wattage than it did previously, so it'll last longer. And like I said, it should last a long time because the refrigerator and freezer doesn't run all day long. It's just intermittent as long as you keep it closed. So now it sounds like the refrigerator side has kicked in as well, so it's gone back up again. Still watching it. It's cycled back down now to 106 watts. Still waiting for it to shut down and see where the lifespan is. It's been going on for a while now. The refrigerator or freezer has been running for at least an hour and a half at this point, and it says it's down to 27% with about 1.4 hours remaining. So still waiting for it just to turn off. over 2 hours at least, down to 18%. Still using 156 watts. Surprised the thing has been running this long. Still running down to 8%. It says a half an hour to go. Okay, it seems that it finally has stopped. Refrigerator still on. Went to 32% with the light on, then back down to 8. Still showing 7% charge. With 3.3 hours now, since it's not using anything, of course. So I'll check it again. But turn the video off for now. Shows anyway this has probably been 3 hours that it ran, and there's only 60-some% charge to begin with. So once it's calibrated and everything, hopefully maybe get a good 8 hours of runtime out of this. And this is a big unit. It has multiple compressors separate for the refrigerator on the upper right, and then the lower you can configure how you want, and then same with this, you can configure if it's a freezer or not, that type of thing. So I'm sure it uses more juice than a regular old refrigerator, and it's from around 2006. Thanks for watching.